Okay, so my plan right now is that I would talk about what Bitcoin Data Labs is, what exactly I was thinking in terms of vision, and then I would go through a couple of dashboards. Okay? Okay, so let me, so Bitcoin Data Labs, I have registered it as a non-profit. So my vision here is that I make Bitcoin data more accessible. So when I started exploring Bitcoin, in the beginning I was not technical enough, and I was working for a big tech. So for me the struggle was that how I would pull all those data. Because when you work in a big organization, so it works in different ways. There is a data engineering, there are developers, and then there are analysts or data scientists. Everyone has different skill set. But in Bitcoin data, I would say that if you are not a developer, it's not easy to get hold of those data. So I thought, how do I make those data more accessible? So that was the vision for, and there are data of different kind that we can get it. Okay, so that's the vision. Okay, so I'm saying, what is the mission, right? So again, I use make Bitcoin data great, right? That's how you make all the visions now. And so it has to be accessible, that more people can access it. It should be legible in the way, so you have to make it easy to understand. So that is part, and Bitcoinful, again, when you create reports, dashboards, so the insights should come out of it. So that's the goal. Okay, now, last year I got a couple of volunteers also. So the way we started working, so I said that the way we would work is that anyone can come and I am creating all those data sets. They can use those data sets and create some kind of reports or analysis. So first I say build. So you learn through building it. So you build, learn, and create tools that could be useful, and that can be used for education also. That's the basic idea. And out of all that process, we got clean, curated data that anyone can use it. Then you got good dashboards and educational tools. Okay, so these are all high-level stuffs. Okay, so one product that I have built is, so how many of you know about Dune Analytics? That in crypto world, we use Dune Analytics. I would show it also so that we know what exactly it is. So at one level, I have built a product for Bitcoin ecosystem, similar to Dune Analytics. And right now, I don't have all the Bitcoin data because that would make my server cost too high. But I have some aggregated data, so it is a working prototype or product. Okay, so let me show you Dune Analytics also so that you know what we, no, not here, okay, just, no, okay. This is Dune, yeah. See, this is Dune Analytics. Anyone can go there and build reports. I won't show in all the detail, but even in Bitcoin space, this also I wanted to show. Okay, this is Brave. Yeah, you see, like just now, this is May 14, right? Yeah. So he is sharing data from Dune Analytics, right? Merge. See, all this Dune data. So at one level, depending on how we look at it, it is sad that from Bitcoin ecosystem, we don't have a product like this. And we say that crypto world and Bitcoin world, but in Bitcoin, we don't have a product like this that people can use. And everyone shares Dune data. Okay, so that's the part. Topher, you got it? What is Dune? Like, what is the product? This one? Yeah. Oh, so the product. Return stuff? Yeah. No, not OP return. So the product is like, so there would be a UX. You go there and you can create your dashboards. You don't have to write. In some cases, you would do drag and drop, and you can create reports and charts. And sometimes you may have to write SQL if it's a very customized query you want to do. But so you don't have to be very technical, like a developer kind of technical, to create reports. So all the data is available to you. So that's the basic idea. So that's the product. That's how Dune Analytics works. They made all crypto data available, and anyone can go there and create reports and dashboards. And it is visible to everyone when you keep it that way. So it's available to everyone.
Yeah, there's a product like that where you bring your own database, and it gives you all the tools to like build a dashboard, do reports, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So So at one level you can use that open source. Yeah, there are products like that. So at one level in the back end you have to use those kind of products. But the challenge would be that you make all those data available. that you want to use it. So that is a continuous process. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is product.
Data's the new oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that is on. Okay. So this I am calling it a. So this is a product I'm saying Bitcoin Data Lab product, and I will show you also how it looks there. And then there are multiple dashboards that we got. So not all of these dashboards are built using, I'm calling a data platform. And the reason being that first you have to understand all the data. And once you have defined all the data, cleaned it, curated it, then you put all those data in that platform. So with time, a lot of these data would live there. And we would go through a couple of these dashboards. Okay. Yeah, okay. And there are a couple of tools also I have developed, like this is a simulator for Lightning Network. So transaction from node A to node B and the fee and everything it shows up. And some statistical concept that you need to know to understand Lightning Network, that also is part of it. Okay, so let's show. So this is the tool. So I have my account, so I will log in from my account, but you could do register also. I have not enabled it for a lot of people, but if you register, you can get access of it. If I give you link, yeah. So let me log in. Yeah, so I have created, like this is a Lightning data, and this one was bit nodes data, like all that code and nodes, that kind of chart I wanted to make. So I had made it 5-6 months back. So that data is there. So let me show you a couple of like data. So this is a dashboard. Right? So this is Lightning Network dashboard you can create. And just to show some interesting kind of charts, if you see, let's say I want to see this one, this kind of chart, if I want to make, so it's a lot of work because I have used gossip data and Bitcoin data, because you have to connect those two data to create this kind of chart. Like out of all blocks that we have, in how many, I'm calling it Lightning footprint, how many in how many of those blocks you have Lightning either channel open or channel close. So, and this kind of making chart is very easy. Just see example how, if I click on this, right? So if I want to edit this chart, right? Or change this chart, you go here. And this is the data source. So it's just that I have to pull any of this data here, right? And then you define it like a spreadsheet pivot you would do, and you can do it. So it's that simple. And if I want to make it, let's say, a little bit more advanced, then you have this SQL view query and change it. It's like a Dune, that's how Dune works, and a lot of reporting tool works, that's how it is. Any question here, or I?
Yeah, is this frozen data, or is it up to date?
No, so I have not refreshed it for some time, but the idea is that once I have enough users, I would keep updating it, let's say, every day, and depending on users, more frequency of update would be there. And this, as I am doing as a part of non-profit open source, so the basic idea is that as a community, we can bring more data. So if more people are involved, we will get more data added into this platform, and it could be more useful. And everyone would have their own account. So you create your dashboards, you can share it anywhere, and so that's how it works.
One more question.
Yeah.
REST API that I can connect with and get the data.
Yeah, it is possible, but I have not enabled it now. It's yeah. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, let me. So high level, it's clear, right, that what it is? Yeah. Okay. So now we will go through a couple of dashboards. Okay. So any, like, which dashboard we should go? Which one, right? Any interest on any of these dashboards, or you don't know what it is? So I go. Okay, so maybe I will go with Lightning Network first, and we will try to find Nick's node. Let's try to find it. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Connect to the block and strike. Try to find it.
You have multiple, right? So let's see.
I don't have an alias.
What is happening? Maybe I'll go with here. I will get from here. I'll show first this and then I will try to find it. One this. Okay. Okay, first let's look at a report, then we will try to. Okay, this one here. Okay. So this is lightning graph. So this one is like all, I'm calling it freeways. So all channels size bigger than 1 Bitcoin. That's what we shows. And color is cluster. So all the red ones, they are more connected to each other than they are connected to other cluster. So at one level, it can give you sense of who can you get connected to at high level. Again, that won't be a definitive answer because that answer is very complicated, but yeah. So this is all freeway. 132 nodes have at least one channel size bigger than 1 BTC, and right now we have 403 channels greater than 1 BTC, right? And when you click on this, you get all the information about this node information, and when you click on a channel, you can get information about that channel. Hover, right? And it shows info on that channel as well, like it's a bridge channel, so it connects to clusters. So at one level, you would assume that that channel must be getting used more often than other channels, like if there is a transition from this cluster to another cluster. Okay, so this is just freeway network. We want to see all the network. So this is all active nodes right now. And here you can try to figure out what's happening, right? If you, let's say, personally, I have curiosity that who are these guys? I don't know anyone knows about it, like LNT, Thailand. Who are
Can you find the CIA node?
CIA node?
Yeah.
I can search for CIA, but if you if you name your node CIA, then only you will come. How will you?
There's suspicious nodes on the network. I forget the criteria,
Yeah.
but there's suspicious nodes on the network. I think like they try to open channels with everybody, or they seem to have a lot of connections but not a lot of liquidity.
Yeah.
There's like some criteria.
Yeah, yeah. So
there's
see,
suspicious
that
nodes.
way depend. Okay, just let me make it bigger also. Yeah.
It's LQWD.
Yeah, LQ. They could be. They have like this. Yeah.
Bailey funded, so I think
Yeah. See. So that way, if you think of, again, this is like they have reason for different reasons, like 1 ML if you think of. I'm not saying, yeah, it's not a CIA, but for different reasons, think how it works, right? They are connected to so many nodes. There are so many nodes, just one channel or couple of channels, and they are connected to 1 ML. And the reason being because of they have been here for a long time. And
Well, so here's an example. What about nodes where they don't make any economic sense? So they open a lot of channels, they have a lot of liquidity locked up, but they don't charge any fees.
that also
So
you,
they
yeah.
incentivize people to route through them.
they can just
Yeah.
say economic demand, like zero fee routing, you pay out of bank.
Yeah. So
Zero fee routing shut down.
yeah. So
I
that.
mean, you can pay out of bank.
Yeah, so that also you could figure it out because there is a filter of fee also, but there is more work. Let's say how I deep dive into it. Let's say there has to be a filter of fee, right? And then you say that channel greater than this, like number of channels greater than this number. So you can get some sense of it, but it's not that you can get definitive answer. But you can explore, and depending on how knowledgeable you are, you will get more out of it, because when you know about the domain, you'll learn more from the data, right? When you look at the data. So that's how it will work out. But looking at this also, you can figure out a lot of things that, yeah.
Load data set,
Say again?
load data set, what does that do?
Say again?
Load data set,
Okay.
what does it do?
Okay. So there are 3 different graphs I have,
Okay.
right? So this one is complete Lightning network, and one is subset of Lightning network. So when we do load data set, we change the back end of the data. All the data is in GitHub, so data is also available if you want to explore. Yeah. So like these guys are new guys. So there is an LNT Thailand. So there is a project. In fact, I have searched. I don't know exactly what they do, but there are so many nodes they are connected to them, and they are not connected to a lot of guys. Right? All these guys. See all these LNT Thailand. These are the one big node, and there are thousands of nodes, like one channel nodes connected to LNT Thailand.
Maybe like a wallet?
Not wallet. I think they are doing some project like they're calling. So they are some kind of reward program. If you open a node, they give you LNT token. Yeah, some Web3 project, Web3 concept in Lightning someone is doing. And there are two, LNT Thailand and this LNT Chengdu. Where is Chengdu? I don't know.
Are you collecting data outside of the graph? So outside of the graph data, is there like additional data that you're collecting?
I like Bitcoin data and graph data.
Um,
And I can connect them together also depending on like what data it is. So that's what in the data platform part, right? So you have all the Bitcoin data, you have gossip data because I store all of them. So and you can connect them and to try to figure out couple of metrics.
is there a way to know when a node appears and disappears?
Yes. Yeah, because I have historical data, then you can figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, and that, in fact, okay, so see, if that chart is there.
Don't navigate away from it yet.
Say again? Okay,
Don't
I will.
go away from that yet.
Okay, yeah. We will come back. But keep going. I want to show one, when you said, dashboard. I want, waterfall chart I wanted to, so okay. I have not.
Everything loads so fast too.
Right now, because I am not giving it much. So see, this is, I have this for node and channels both. So far, I am saying my node has seen 270K channels, right? And then you have total active, depending on how you define, is 46K. So that way it's true for node also. So far, you can think of close to 50K nodes we have. And then active, we are calling it 12K, depending on how you define active.
Are there any interesting patterns that you've noticed while like, collecting this data?
Interesting, like
For
let's
the Lightning Network.
Lightning.
Since you're doing historical data.
Yes.
What's the interesting pattern?
Yeah. So one, I was doing fee analysis. Let's say when fee goes up, goes down, channel creation, right? That kind of stuff, and there is some correlation. Let's say and it happens, right? Let's say if I want to close a channel, then I wait when the fee is lower. So that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you know about, I'm trying to think of, because Amboss
Yeah.
has a lot of this data too.
Yes.
So, could you potentially compete with Amboss with this data?
No, so because I am keeping it open source, that is my basic idea, and I have not seen the paid product of Amboss. But so what I am thinking for that platform, that you can go and create your own charts, and I enable all the data because I have created those charts, right? So if you have all the base data in cleaned format, so you can create your whatever hypothesis you have, you can create your own charts. So that's different way of tackling it.
I guess this is a different question because
Yeah.
you are focused on like charts and visualization.
Yeah.
I think we might have had this conversation before. Like, do you plan on having any sort of API or anything so like a machine could access your data?
That's what I'm saying, right? You need a REST API.
Yeah, no, that we could do with time, but right now I'm just focused on creating more dashboards, more data, and that we will do it.
Synaptube,
Yeah.
Roberto's product
Yeah.
does stuff like that.
So what I want to know is
Yeah.
every single one of these nodes
Yes.
is connected with a relationship.
Yeah.
What is that relationship?
So they have open channel with each other.
Open channel? and
Open
that's it?
channel, yeah, open
What
channel.
does that mean?
So open channel is, so Bitcoin can flow from one node to another. Channel is connection, is a
So
contract.
are you saying you're tracking the transaction between the
Yeah. So they have a contract, right? And through that contract, they can do multiple transactions through that channel.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Lightning Network?
I'm familiar with it, but not to this level.
He's just learning.
Learning,
We were
yeah.
talking about earlier. He's still learning. It's like a bar tab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you and I decide that we're gonna write on a piece of paper what we owe each other, and it never touches the main chain, except when you and I decide that we're done transacting with each other, then we go to the chain. So you and I can do a an unlimited number of transactions with each other without ever hitting the blockchain and paying fees on chain, and then we eventually settle that back on chain.
And he's saying there's a record.
Yeah. In order, because you connect, you and I have a bar tab, but you have a bar tab with Topher, and I can transact through Topher.
Yeah.
You update your bar tab with Topher, we update our bar tab together, and then you can chain an unlimited number of them together, or quite a few of them together, and you end up with a network like this so that we can route to anyone really that is participating on the network.
So I don't know how to explain this, okay, but I worked on data that has relationships, and there's 14 levels of relationships, from base element relationship to impact relationship. So I think that in your data is hidden levels of relationships, like how much, who,
Yeah.
on each side, and so direction, and so on. We have about 900 attributes in our data set that define the relationships types, and then we can classify by that. And then we run a report on that to find out what's going on, right? So in your data set, I think you could probably do that by not just the node, but the relationship itself.
Yeah.
And I would be interested in that because I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of
So at one level, we are doing channel. Let's say channel. So some channels are bridge channels, right? So we are doing those categorization based on their topology. So some nodes you can call it bridge nodes, right? So that kind of stuff. So based on topology, you can do some statistical measures for nodes and channels, and those kind, and that information is also there. Like yeah,
Is
here.
the display there, is it limited, or is there more data behind this?
So right now, yeah. So this much I chose to show it here.
Okay, but
Yeah.
there's more?
There's more data. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah. Okay. So this is just visualization, and this is a rich visualization in a way that you have lot of node profile data and channel related data, right? So that you could look at it, and you can filter based on certain criteria. Let's say because unless I know the name of a node, I can't search it here. So let's say I do strike, right? So now I have all strike and who they are connected to.
That's cool.
Right, so that, yeah, and then you can do filter, like based on play rank, like there are different filters there, like only critical bridge you want to see, any bridge you want to see, how many channels, that kind. So there are filters that you can sort and see. So this is visualization, and this is explorer. So anyway, like Amboss you could say. So here, different way of looking at the same data, and sometimes more detailed data also, because there are multiple page, right? So this is graph viz that we saw, graph visualization, and then we have node explorer, channel explorer, and node ranking. So I have done, again, node ranking. I don't know, it's not that it's super useful, but at one level there are multiple node rankings. So at one level at least I expose let's say channel rank based on number of channels, based on capacity, based on degree rank, based on betweenness rank. So different statistical measures. So I show rank based on that, right? So at one level you can figure it out what is really going on. So like if you think of 1 ml, so their capacity is low, but they are connected to so many guys. So their degree rank is higher, but their eigenvector rank is low. So that also gives you sense of who you can get connected to. So it could be useful for that. And I have created one composite rank. I'm calling it play rank, whatever it means. Yeah, prank. You can call it play rank or prank. Yeah, so I'm calling it prank.
So this data currently is in a database?
It is in GitHub.
GitHub.
Yeah. So I do all the processing, and the final data set I put in GitHub, and this is getting powered through GitHub.
So how often do you upload the data to
So
GitHub?
I am refreshing it every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's see Node Explorer. I don't know. Okay, find routing node or search by node alias. Okay, so here we can't find his node. Node 1, node 2.
Soru, based off of what you see with the Lightning Network, are
Yeah.
there any sort of like things that you could determine safely saying about it?
Safely saying. So let's say when I'm looking at last couple of years, right? So if you think of, it would look like that number of active channels or number of active nodes is not increasing. And that is mostly consolidation. Because with time you figure it out who you are connected to, right? So, because even though when you don't see a growth, it doesn't mean that there is no growth, because there has to be capital efficiency. So that could be one insight, I would say, right? So let's say we say that 6,000 Bitcoin is there, but it doesn't mean that it is not more efficient what it was 2 years back, because that may not have changed a lot, but it has become more efficient in terms of utilization. That is one, yeah.
What about the capacity overall?
So yeah, that has gone up, but it would look like when you look at it, you may say that it has not gone up a lot, but it doesn't mean that it is not more efficient, because now with time people have figured it out who they should get connected to. Right? In the beginning, when you bring your Bitcoin, you get connected to anyone. So capacity is there, but then you break those connections and you establish connection with someone else.
Is there any other sort of things that you could say besides that one?
Yeah, and then again, for Lightning Network, it's almost impossible to figure it out, number of transactions and that kind of stuff. That's true. So that's there. And using fee could be, you can guess couple of things using fee, like how often you change your fee, because that is a trigger to show, because a lot of guys, they may change fee in automated fashion. So you know when the channel capacity is getting depleted. If you capture data, let's say every 10 minutes, then you can figure it out some things, but otherwise it's hard to figure it out. Yeah.
Do you feel like the Lightning Network is as private as they say?
Yeah, see, this one, I half know this, but but still I would say, yeah. So I was reading somewhere before 2021, even private channels, so they were, so the channel ID they were creating, right? Channel ID, we have 2 fields there, and that was not random. And I was seeing the discussion that they made it random in LNDs.
Yeah, they changed that.
Yeah. So, but the data is available if you think of. So that way, yeah. So maybe
But I
some
mean, like,
private.
in terms of like transactions and everything.
The transaction you can't figure out if you are not. Yeah. If you're. Yeah. You are
If you're not part of the route.
part of, and even if you are part of the route, if there are 5-6 hops, you can't figure it out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Let's say if someone is connected, yeah, if you are, let's say, part of it, and you monitor fee of lot of, like fee, or you do fake transaction, right? Simulated transaction. So maybe you can figure it out when the way you are talking about CI nodes, right?
Yeah.
So you can't discount them also. There are yeah. So because let's say in one way you can't figure out something, but if you think of 5 different ways and you capture data in 5 different ways, then out of that maybe you can have some heuristics. So you can, yeah. Yeah. Do I try to find Nick? Yeah, but because strike and, it may not be necessarily I would be able to find it out here. Strike and block. Strike, there are multiple there. Maybe I should choose. Okay, no. I should put correct name here, otherwise it won't work.
Like block -IH or something.
Maybe it will take
You could go to Ambox.
from there. Let me see. I will do it from here. I do. So if I don't use this product, it won't improve also, right?
It's block -IAD.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah, that one. That's the big block node.
Yeah, so let me copy this. Okay, I will have new. I will do block ID. On the second one you said?
You can see the IP
This one.
address too, right?
Yeah?
You can see the IP address?
IP address is also there. So at one level, yeah.
This should be pretty cool.
You see, this is, I say, yeah.
Cloudflare IP, so it's not gonna. Like everyone's.
Channel Explorer.
So there's more information for Cloudflare IPs.
No. Zero channel. How this strike and block LED? Oh no, they don't have. You have in okay. Yeah, no. This filter won't work because I am looking at. So these guys they don't have channels. So maybe that's why you get so many transactions, right?
They don't have what?
So they are not connected to each other, and only Nick is there.
Connect to each other.
They are not.
Private channel.
They may have private channel. Yeah, they may have private channel, but yeah.
Definitely connect to each other.
Yeah, they are connect. Yeah, they may have private channel, but yeah, and yeah, they have private channel. Okay. See, this is I'm calling a node explorer, right? So you can put filter like play rank, between rank, this rank, degree rank, node size, fee filtering, and then you can filter with all that and figure out all the like which nodes qualify.
Have you been approached to create new tools based upon what you already have, like for chain analysis or something?
No. So you are trying to figure it out. Okay. Oh, and this one is also to compare two nodes, right?
Well,
So
you have it open source though, right?
yeah, open source. Yeah. Yeah. See, comparing two
He has
nodes.
expertise.
Yeah, well, Soru has expertise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. See. So this is comparing two nodes, three nodes, right? Like how do the compare in terms of channel count, eigenvector, betweenness rank, total capacity, degree rank, and how their channel distribution looks like. Like, do they have only big channels or they have small channels? So that kind of stuff. You can compare two nodes when you want to get connected to them or want to know about them. Okay, so this is Lightning Network. Okay, now we do one more dashboard, right? Any question on Lightning Network data? So this one part is Lightning Explorer, right? That we were seeing, and there is Lightning Network visualization. So there also you can see a lot of data. Now, do we do the new dashboard? I will show there. Okay, this one. This was just trying to understand Bitcoin ecosystem contributors, right?
This one's the cool one.
Yeah. So
We're gonna get all the
yeah. So you just see. So I got all the core contributors, right? All the guys who have committed into Bitcoin Core. Then everyone who has done review, and then all the guys who authored BIPs, and then reviewed BIPs, and then mailing list conversation and delivering conversation, right? So all those guys, and then I have joined them together to create this dashboard. So close to 1150 people have contributed to core so far, code commit. And there are guys who have committed, let's say, by different email IDs. Like they have changed their email IDs and name, and then they have committed. So I have tried to deduplicate them as much as possible. So I figured out a lot of, yeah. And then research contributors are all those guys who are participating in discussion in mailing list or delving. I'm calling them research participants. And all the guys who are active everywhere. So they do review, they do BIP authorship, and they have code commit. Only 70 people. So at one level, you can say 70 people are core people. You can say they are doing everything. And only this also is like that. How many people have authored BIP? 155 people so far. Yeah, and review. More people have done review. Right? So yeah. Okay. So now, so all the okay, and this one is right now. What is getting discussed? Okay, so R&D focus. So here, core lips is getting discussed mode, and then okay, this one is discussion in mailing list and delving, right? So right now, quantum is getting discussed. 91 messages are on quantum. Dev tooling is getting discussed. I don't know which one. Yeah. Then covenant and vaults are getting discussed, and these BIPs are getting discussed. In last 90 days.
Have you published this on the mailing list?
No, I have not. Yeah. So I will get it. Yeah, I will. I'm going to refine it further. Maybe add more views and data also. Yeah, there are a couple of more things I can do. Not couple, lot of more things I can do here. So I'll see. Yeah. On
This
on.
is amazing, by the way. This is,
Yeah. Thank you.
this
Yeah.
is ridiculously amazing.
Thanks.
You know who Steve Wozniak is?
We know, but we don't know. We know, but we don't know. Yeah.
Steve's job.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah.
Compliment.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So we are saying onboarding health, right? So 16 people are new contributors in terms of like commits, and 64 folks have new people have started discussion like delving or mailing list. So that is new folks coming in Bitcoin, you could say. Okay. Now all this data. This was a summary. So we can see this data as a network graph, right? So I have not visualized all the people. So total developers, Bitcoin ecosystem, we can say that it's close to 7,000 people, right? All the people like code commit, review, mailing list, and delving, right? So yeah, the size is their influence and their information about it. I would show the directory in fact more. And here the relationship is like who has talked to whom in mailing list conversation or delving. So that's how the edges are defined of this network graph. So when I say, if you think of Gavin Anderson, right? So all his conversation was old conversation. So he is talking to old guys. So yeah, and that gives you sense of influence also. Like if a guy who is more influential, when he starts a thread, so the guy who is more influential would respond to it. So that gives you sense of influence, and I'm creating some kind of impact score. But again, that would also change. It's very preliminary. Okay.
Also, everyone who's had influence in Bitcoin has been canceled and thrown out of Bitcoin.
Yeah. So that also, yeah.
Gavin Andresen thrown out. Like,
Yeah.
all those guys, Gloria thrown out. Like,
Yeah.
that's the best part of Bitcoin. You get too much influence, you basically get thrown out eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Except
if
for Peter Willa, we got to throw him out.
yeah, but you got to yeah. And when we add so right now what I am doing, I got all the data. I have snapshot, and that I was saying. So because we have all the data, right, and we have snapshot, and when we look at the trend also, there could be insight out of that also. Let's say when he's talking about getting thrown. So when you have the time frame, you can try to understand what was going on at that time. And again, it's not easy to show that kind of insight in data, but there would be some high-level insights out of it.
You'd say, ask Rock, take Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so because this way also we can explore it, but it's easier to just look at the table. So let's look at the table, right? Okay, now Gavin
Do
Anderson.
a more modern guy. Do Peter Willa.
Yeah, see,
Do
so
a more modern.
yeah, so Peter Well, right? So right now, whatever algo I have, very simple algo I am saying that he's the most influential guy.
Throw him out.
Yeah, yeah. So he has close to 3,000 authored commits, 27 BIP, right? Mailing list conversation this much, right? So, like, or think of, right? So, 27 BIP he got, and so many commits. And the second one is Luke, based on all the data that I have. And then it was Gavin Anderson because it's old time. And I have not changed weight. I was thinking that old time so there has to be a different way of assigning weight, right? That when you look at the impact, or maybe there has to be a filter current and then old, because it's not necessary that we have to compare old guys with new guys, currently active guys. Yeah. So, and then Satoshi, he comes a little lower because he has not contributed in discussion. And so maybe I would take him out and put him on the top, outside rank, right? So he should not be ranked. Okay, yeah, and here, see, so all that information about one guy, right? And then when you click, then you know about this guy. So like Peter, first active March 17, 2011. That was his first code commit. And last active, he was May 15, 2026. Oh, it's 18, yeah. Last, yeah. And then you have link of his GitHub and delving also if you want to. It's a profile for all the developers. Yeah. Any question or?
Yeah, how much would it cost to add REST API?
REST API. First, I will make the data. Let's say I want to add some more visualization and make the data more solid that there are no questions. Like, because right now I feel like there may be questions around that we should add this, we should add that, right? So once it is stable, then I would start thinking about adding API. Because so the data is already available. If you want, all the data is in GitHub.
In what format? JSON?
Yes, some data is in JSON, some are in CSV, and some in Parquet file. I keep it because it's more compact.
I'm going to start working. I can do it tonight. It's too
Yeah, no. So a lot of the data would be in JSON for this project.
in the middle of the week. I'm going to build.
Yeah. So the data is there in GitHub. So when you go to the GitHub for this, like Orange Dev Network, you would have the data.
I mean, this is exactly what I need for my trading bot.
Yeah.
I know I do Zcash, you do Bitcoin. Can it be converted to Zcash? Or is there a
Yeah.
switch you can switch to Zcash or no?
So right now I have to make it better, right? So I'm just focused on making this one better. Yeah. So then I.
Zcash would be one guy. Zcash.
One, there's no other guy. No other guys.
4 wells that control 80% of supply because it's
Yeah.
centralized. So it's very easy.
Yeah.
Just have some insider conversation with Zuko and he can manipulate the market.
So did you build this all yourself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
AI
How
is
long did it take
it,
you to do all this?
no AI is also there, right? It's not just me.
Okay, so how long? Like 1 year, 2 years?
No, not 1 year. See, first version it took me less than a week, but then there are data issues. You try to figure it out what's going on. There would be some bug here, there, and that takes time. So you can say that 80% work you can do it very quickly, and the last 20% it takes some time. That is always there. Yeah.
Can I be your friend?
Yeah. Okay. Any question here, or we just? Yeah. Do
Do you have any other stuff to go?
it depends. So there are more dashboards. So do I show you mining dashboard, or is there any interest you want to see, or?
Yeah, let's see the mining dashboard.
Okay, mining dashboard. Yeah. Yeah. So, so there was a question on, right? So Foundry had lot of 7+ blocks they got one after another, right? So in my mind I had question that do they have some kind of structural advantage, or it's just because of hash power they are getting that many blocks consecutively. And for that I created this dashboard. So we will get into that part later, but just high level. So pool market diversity, right? So it is like in last 30 days, how many pools have mined at least one block. So that's what it is. Top mining pool.
Such an important number.
Yeah. With top mining pool Foundry, so they got 30% of blocks in last 30 days. And top 3 dominance, so top 3 pools, they got close to 60%. Yeah, 60% you can say block mined by top 3 pools. And mining centralization. So there is a metric Herfindahl index. So I've calculated that index for this. Usually they use it for company to figure it out monopoly. It's not necessarily it is super useful here, but at least it gives some insight here. Right? So this is Herfindahl. So the higher it is, the better it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
What's it
The
called?
Herfindahl index, HHI. See, there's a link there.
Oh, okay. You got it.
So they use it to figure it out monopoly in corporate world. So yeah. So mining pool, so this is HHI trend, right? How, see earlier it was low, then it went high. So this is going like this. And mining power concentration. So I thought this is little bit complicated metric HHI. So I created one simple metric. Top 3 pool, mining pool share, and top 5 pool, mining pool share. So that's what it is. See, closer to top 3, we are calling it close to 60%. Top 5, like you can say it 80% less than, slightly less than 80%.
How do you do the geographic jurisdictions?
Yeah. Yeah, so see, again, through AI you can do a lot of stuff because see, blocks information is there. In some cases, I ask Google scraper to go to their site and get the information. And there are not too many miners, right? So that you can figure it out. So it's not like, yeah. So I have collected data with different, yeah. And for geographic, there would be accuracy problem in some of those. It was hard to, how do you assign? Because some say that they are global, but they would say that they may have hash power in US, they may have hash power in Singapore, right? But that, yeah, it's hard. So for some, I have called them global, but it's hard to say. But in fact, there is a trend here also. Earlier, China was big, so I don't have plotted the trend, but China was big, and then after Foundry, you got US hash rate higher, like
Yeah, is there
close
a way
enough.
to do like historical?
Yeah, historical, the data is there, but I have not created it, yeah. Yeah. So it's there.
So, one thing that I would be interested in though, I don't know how easy or difficult it is to get this data, is block templates. So I imagine you would actually have to have a client that joins their pool to receive block templates from these different pool providers.
Yeah.
And what I would be interested in is how many of those block templates are the same. Because there was a problem that was, somebody made a post about a few months ago, actually this might have been last year, where they did their own independent analysis and they found that a lot of these independent pool operators are actually just recycling the same block template from Ant Pool.
Yeah, that is possible, yeah. Yeah, so right now, the data that I have is from Bitcoin blockchain, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is that historical data that who mined which block. That's the info I have, and based on that, all that. But you know, so a lot of time from analysis perspective, right? So let's say that is the hypothesis that it may be happening. So let's say if we have hypothesis that Ant Pool is colluding with someone else, right? Then you can look at some proxy metric like after Ant Pool, who mines the next block. And it can give you some sense. So depending on, sometimes you can think of proxy metric that can help you get answer to a question that for that you may not have answer of. And we have to think of that proxy metric also if the data is not available.
Some of them figured out. I think some people had a pretty good proxy and were able to reliably model it, and you could see it in real time.
Yeah.
They found out that some fingerprint that suggested that it originated at one pool, another.
And then
pool
yeah.
It's just on mempool.space/mining. There's all this visualization.
Oh, okay, that I have not seen.
I don't think they ever made it public. They did host a URL for it, but
Yeah.
I forget what it was exactly. It was something about the template that had enough of a distinct fingerprint that it could be.
Yeah. So maybe I could explore the data also, yeah. Yeah, and see, this one is all the mining pool and when they got started. So when, like, first block they mined. So at one level, you know who came when, right? So, and these are all blurbs on all these mining pools, mostly from internet. It's not that AI created, but I have reviewed it at least once. So it's just that it's a profile on all these miners.
So were you able to figure out when it came to like the streaks, the winning streaks?
Yeah.
Did their percentage chance of
it is.
having
Yeah.
a streak, did that actually end up matching?
Yeah, it was matching. Initially, I thought it's not matching, but it's matching. Yeah.
But it is matching.
Yeah, it is matching. Yeah. So you talked about the trend, right? So this one at one level is trend, but when you want to see the trend, you want to see the chart in different view. But see, for all these pools, what is the share? How is it changing? I have not broken it down by country for all these pools you have. This is the trend. Okay. So this one was mining forensic, right? That question. So if you see here, like Foundry USA, so far they have done 36 events. 36 times they have mined 7+ blocks. 36 times, right? It's not just one-off event. And if you just look at their hash rate, 30% hash rate, based on that, this is 25% higher than expected number of times. But that you won't call it high because their hash rate keeps changing. So I would consider it as part, yeah.
Can you look at that on a sliding scale? Like maybe I want to see 8 blocks in a row or 9 blocks in a row?
Here I have done, this one is 10 blocks they have done one time, 2023.
And that's good to know because
Yeah.
typically people, like the adage has always been wait 6 confirmations.
Yeah, so 10 block at two, yeah. Yeah, depending on how you look at it, almost for an hour, they got hold of Bitcoin block, right? Bitcoin, longer than an hour, right?
Why
10
would
blocks.
Foundry rework themselves after 10 blocks?
Yeah,
Well-
but yeah, and because again, miners are also looking at the data, so now they would say that, let's say, once you have mined 6 or 7, just let it be. I don't know. if they, yeah. Yeah.
It's good to
See,
know.
9 blocks one, but see, based on their hash rate, 30% hash rate, they can get 10 blocks every 2 years. They can get 10 block streak.
What another thing that would be interesting, I don't know if you can do this with the tools that you have, is to go back to, forget when it was, before SegWit. So it's like 2016,
Yeah.
but when ASIC boost was being discussed,
Yeah.
like if you can actually see in the data, like if you could see the presence of ASIC boost.
Yeah.
And,
So in fact, I have the data, but I have not plotted. In fact, I have the data. I have done whole history. But yeah, like Foundry was not there at that time. But then it would show. See,
because they theoretically had like a 20 to 30% advantage.
who Antpool?
Or just Bitmain in general.
Yeah. So let's say you are saying 17, right? Do I am showing it 17? No. Here also I'm not showing 17. Oh, from beginning. See this one, I have. Okay. So 17.
It was around the time, I don't know if this is still a pool.
Yeah, but then what? See, this is unknown right now. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting so many. Yeah. So, yeah. So,
But I mean,
yeah.
like looking at what their hash rate was,
Yeah.
and then predicting, okay, this is how many blocks they should be getting.
But they
based
got-
on the
yeah,
hash
yeah,
rate,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
getting more than that.
Well,
Yeah.
that would, I mean, the hash rate number would look like they have more hash rate than they actually do to any observer, because what they're doing is they're finding blocks more frequently than they should.
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
Because
if-
hash
I'm
rate.
wondering if I can-
Yeah. Because hash rate. Yeah.
The way they figured it out was they got one of their miners and disassembled it and looked inside of it and like took apart the chip and saw that it was doing this. And that's my recollection of how they ended up.
Yeah.
finding it.
I
They
remember
you couldn't
somebody
see it in the
found it in
data.
the firmware. They were like looking in the firmware.
Yeah, maybe it was the firmware and then they confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
it-
brains guy.
It was speculative how they were doing it. I don't know if it was confirmed, but I'm just wondering if it was if that's something that you can like see in the data somehow.
I don't think so. Unless you could also determine their energy draw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that you would need, because it's not just the perceived hash, because that's
Yeah.
what they're boosting.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Yeah. See, and then there are different kind of metrics. Right? Second block uplift. Once they mine a block, second block, right? How many times they do the second block hit, and this one is time. Like what? Like second block that they mine, like what is the time difference between those two blocks? So that kind of stuff. So all this would give some insight when you're trying to understand what they may be doing. And then monthly empty block, like empty block, how many of these, who mines most empty blocks, so that kind of stuff. So that you know that just because they just want to mine, that's why they're mining empty blocks. So a lot of, yeah. Like
So
Spider,
yeah, empty blocks would be interesting too.
yeah, Spider, like this guy's Spider pool, they do empty blocks. It was higher in certain time frame. See, this was empty block auditor, behavioral history. So right now, Binance has worsening. Yeah, in last 30 days, they got one empty block. Right?
Yeah, there's legitimate reasons that
Yeah.
they would end up with an empty block.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you thought about doing historical data for stuff that isn't captured by the blockchain, like mempool stuff or orphan blocks, stuff like that?
So I want to get like so I want to get all data that is possible to get, and then we have to think of in terms of interesting analysis. But whatever is available, I want to get it. That was the idea of the platform, right? That I enable the data, all kinds of data there, so anyone can do the analysis. So if I don't do analysis, someone else can do it. So I would enable that analysis, the data. But orphan block is getting maintained, I guess, right? Orphan block data B, yeah. I think
you would have to be capturing that data from the node.
Yeah.
And even then you would.
No, I think he maintains like 0xB1. I don't know what his real name is, but BNOC. That he maintains that data set because he talks about it. I have seen him talking about it. Yeah, and he maintains all those Coinbase tag also. That's how you identify the miner, because not all the miners, right? When you're looking at the block, so you can figure out the name of the miner based on their name, because name is not there always, right? The tag. So he maintains all those links. So I leverage that also to identify all those miners. This mining pool metadata, and this one mining pool.
Do you look at the flags that you can put in the block header?
No, that I have not looked at. Yeah. So this also we can expand depending on. You can let me know what idea you have, and we'll figure it out.
It would be interesting to see if how miners use the flags, because aside from BIP activations, maybe there's miners signaling weird things or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, but that was very small, right? Out of, I don't know, 1 or 2 block BIP 100. In fact, I have seen the data, and I thought if there are interesting insight, I will create a tab out of it. But I think just 1 or 2 blocks at the time I saw that that BIP 100, yeah, BIP 10, yeah. Okay, so this is mining dashboard. Oh, this one was this. Did you see this one? Orange Dev tracker, or do I talk about it or let it be? Or it's already too much? Too much. It's already too much, yeah. So this is, so one was Orange Dev network, right? So it's just that I got all the developers, like code committer, people who have committed in the code, BIP, and everyone, right, who have participated in discussion. This is everyone who has done code commit in Bitcoin Core, right? So these many unique contributors we have. Right now 5 maintainers we have. So far we had 22 maintainers, historical. And code base size is 0.5 million, right? That's also good to know what is the size of Bitcoin. Total commits this much, social interest. And this is unique commits by area, current snapshot, right? So you say merge commit at this much out of 14K. These are merge commits. And these commits are in test, 18%. So broken down by different categories, and top 1% have committed 60% of commit count is coming from 1% of users. You do authored, because merge commit we should not do. So 1% contributes to close to 50% of commits. Yeah. Then functional area. This also is at one level you would say is intuitive. That earlier we had less test. If you see the categories, right? This is P2P tests, right? So right now this one is getting bigger. This is bigger compared to, so, and that is intuitive that this is what it should happen. And you would assume that core, cryptography, that kind of category, there would be more work earlier than now. So that would be the case. Core lifts, all the work was core lifts. Right now the percentage it is low. So that kind of. Yeah, so this one, this is not a complete data for 2026. That's what it shows like this recruitment velocity. So all the new developers who are doing code commit each year. So think of, right, bull market, you got more people, 2017, 18, then it's going down. Then it went up. It could be because of chain code and all those things we do. So we started getting up more developers now.
It would be interesting to break it up into like the type of, like the code you're writing. Is it fuzz testing code? Is it mempool policy?
Yes.
Feature
Yeah.
code?
Yeah.
Is it just fixing security
Yes.
vulnerabilities and a
Yeah. Yeah. So the
dependency library?
yeah, the data is there. So it's just that I have to create different views for that.
Yeah.
So data is there. So like if you think of, right, this one, let's do authored work. So these are all code contributors. Let's say I look at this guy, Peter Vale, right? So now look at his. So each year his code commit we are looking at grouped by different categories. See? So
Like cryptography code,
yeah.
utilities, database.
But he mostly focuses on security, is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. So that summary I have created, yeah, based on all that.
So if you move to like Gloria, it would be like mempool code.
Yes, let's see.
Would say
Where is Gloria? Let's see.
probably new.
Newer cohort. Here. Also, we should have search. It looks like, right?
Oh, dude, John Attack. He works on like I2P and security code.
Oh, is that the-
Go up, John Attack, dude, right there. Yeah, go to him. I think I know what kind of code he works on. Security, yeah.
Yeah, here also. I don't know which one I'm calling resilience right now. So all the definition is there. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Do you think you ever do like a pleb version where I can put my GitHub in there?
Yeah. Maybe I can hard code. Maybe I can hard code your name.
We just say slop, garbage.
Yeah, yeah. One more category: slop and hard code your name, right?
You put my nick in there.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool.
Yeah. Okay, so this is code base. Yeah, this these many file counts, take stack, right? Functional footprint within test, that kind of stuff. How many files are in test and all that, right? C++ code, these many C++ files, 361 Python files now. They started using it later. Okay, yeah. So there are a lot of data. And this one, I have to create a couple of more views here that I did first time, but after that I have not looked at it. But like this one, I can do. So this one is global contributor evolution. So right now, initially most of the developers were from, let's say, North America, but now you got some from Latin America, Europe, right? Some from India. So it shows up here. Yeah. And this, depending on how we look at it, because in big companies you do retention, right? So let's say you would look at, out of all those guys, let's say who did first commit in 2020, how many of them are still active in Bitcoin? So that also shows about the health of the developer ecosystem. So that's the basic idea, and we have this. See, new joiner, workforce stability, new joiner loyalty. Yeah. This is for all the new joinees. This is for like everyone. Yeah. Yeah. And then this was, earlier the code commit would be spread out throughout the days, right? You would get code commit on weekend also, on weekdays also. Now most of the code commit are on weekdays. That
Weekdays 9 to 5, New York side. New York City.
yeah, that's the thing.
Somebody else is down.
Yeah, yeah. So there, I have to do more views on this, and I have started getting data on sponsorship also. So for all these developers.
All of the, all the organizations that want to improve like Bitcoin's developer ecosystem, they would
Yeah,
figure they would really need this data.
yeah,
We
yeah.
should
So
show
to
this to Parker's production ready.
production ready, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they would love this data.
And how do you, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How do you poach these developers? But they would come, yeah.
This is good data. Jimmy
Good data.
Song-
No, no,
Jimmy
yeah,
Song would love this.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta
And I have
show
to,
this to Jimmy, make sure
yeah, yeah.
he sees
He would
it.
like, yeah, yeah.
We'll have it on video and speaking tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, maybe next couple of weeks, I am going to create more views out of this data because I got data, but I have not worked on this.
So this
Okay.
is just a free version of Tableau, basically, right?
No.
Dune?
Yeah,
What is
so
it
you,
called, Dune?
Dune, yeah, that's a big company, you know, that's a super big company, 100 million funding they got, and everyone uses it in crypto ecosystem. Yeah, at one level you can say it, like, it's not, yeah.
You guys have
Okay.
any more questions?
So you have
Yeah.
like a tab that's data sets and anything like that, I can download it.
So the data set is in GitHub. If you go to the GitHub,
Yeah, where do we point our AI to?
Yeah.
to,
Where
you can,
do I suck in all your data?
yeah, yeah. So go to the GitHub,
Soru, Kumar.
yeah. See, and there would be repo, orange dev tracker, there you would have all the data.
So I'll connect it with you wherever I could, LinkedIn, GitHub.
Yeah, yeah, it's there.
X.
Yeah, all
and,
links is there.
I'm gonna be following you very closely.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Data guy.
Yeah,
If you like barbecue, let me know, I'll take you out.
yeah, sure.
I like barbecue.
You go to the county line now.
You want to build him a trading bot?
Trading. Okay,
All right.
okay,
thanks
done.
for-
Thank you. Chal.